Hey, this is Bennett Rosner with WRSU and with
Anna Shoemaker.
And she's about to drop her new EP.
Everything is Embarrassing.
So
February 28th.
So when you were doing press for your last EP, you said that your first EP was you just trying to figure out what you're doing with your life and that the songs kind of reflect that too. Do you think that you have like more things figured out on this latest EP?
No, definitely not. I think when I was writing my first EP, I think I was definitely in a different place. I was in love. I was in a relationship. I think sometimes that can kind of act as like a comfort and kind of like as a disguise of knowing what you're doing and feeling like you are like in a good spot. But then I think as I've written these songs and as I've just like kind of grown and now I'm not in a relationship and I'm kind of like figuring things out on my own and trying to be my own person, it's definitely, life is weird. I don't know.
Which comes easier, relationship songs or single and breakup songs?
They're all the same.
And the process is all the same too?
Yeah.
So you just came out with your lead single for the new EP, Funny. Can you talk a little bit on this? Just describe it very briefly for us.
Yeah, so I wrote this song. It kind of became a joke because my friend and I were writing it and we wanted to write like all of the things that someone had to do in order to like not mess up and all of the things that I needed them to do. And then we just kind of turned it into this like weird, wacky thing that was just kind of like pick up the phone when I'm stoned.
Who's the other writer?
My friend Alexander.
Shout out to Alexander out there.
Yeah, Alexander23.
Is that his Instagram handle?
No, that's his artist name. Yeah.
Oh, cool. So funny, is it like funny haha or is it like funny ironic? What kind of funny is as a poetry major from college, what kind of funny is this?
It's ironic. It's kind of like the two lines about being funny are that I think it's funny when you call me crazy because I know you're right. And then the other one is you think it's funny when I say I hate you because it's ironic. It's kind of like it's funny, but it's true.
And the video is like so damn funny. Like seriously, like one part of the video that I noticed is that you have these like you're really having fun on set and you ad-lib like the little like thing in the background, that like electronic little beat in the background when you do the newscast.
Yeah, I think I had just listened to the song so many times that I knew all the little nooks and crannies. So when we were recording the video, I just kind of did it all.
Somebody in the comments was saying that you were like a master of hooks and like and your YouTube page liked that the comment on that. So how do you create a good pop hook?
I think it's just it just kind of comes to me if there's like a good beat or if there's just kind of a good thing. It's kind of whatever I'm feeling. If the production vibe is there or the guitar loop or whatever I'm writing over or whatever we're writing over is good, I feel like the hook kind of comes out. That's one of the most important parts for me is a good hook.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is your proudest hook out there?
My proudest hook would probably be on my new song that's going to come out. It's called Someone, and the hook is pretty good, I think.
Can you give us a little sing,
Yeah, the hook is like, someone fucked me up. I was never enough, but you could be the one. You could be the one, baby.
Have you been going on dating apps since you're in the city right now? Is this song about like Tinder or whatever app, Hinge, Grindr, who knows?
No comment.
No comment. As someone who's acted since high school, what is a role that you'd like to portray in a music video in the future that you haven't done already?
I think acting is really cool because to me it's a lot like songwriting. I feel like sometimes when I'm writing songs, I kind of write in the voice of a character who's an elevated part of myself, if that makes sense. So I think with acting, I'd love to play someone that just leans into a lot of emotion or someone that is going through something really intense because I love like exploring feelings and exploring emotions and seeing like how far I can go with feeling a certain thing.
So do you consider yourself more inclined to do dramatic or comedic?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not an actor by any means, so I don't know. I feel like comedies are really hard. I would be a little scared to do that. I don't think I'm very funny.
What do you think your sense of humor is?
My sense of humor is just like talking with my best friend. We're just very like, my best friend and I, we just like kind of bounce off each other. I feel like I'm pretty sarcastic though, and I have a pretty dry sense of humor.
If you had one word, what would it be?
My one word would just be like quirky, weird.
Weird, bro. Weird. As someone with an affinity for goth icons like Wednesday Addams or quirky and weird people, how do you feel about this recent notion of the Roaring Twenties, which is like a revival of scene culture in the 2020s?
The like roaring.
Yeah, like the Roar XD, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I love it, obviously. I mean, when I was in middle school, I definitely went through like the black eyeliner, like really like light powder.
Wait, Anna, hold this. I have something for you. Keep on going on, please.
I
Please.
just had this like total like, wait, I'm scared.
Keep on going.
I was super into kind of like that kind of thing. I listened to a lot of like the Black Parade and like Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, and I got the only time I've ever been grounded in my life. Like I was a pretty good kid and I didn't ever get in trouble, but the only time is I had a MySpace and I lied about my age because I think I was like 13 or 12 or something. Like I was really young and you had to be 18, right? And I lied about my age, but I think I said I was like 24 and my dad found out and I don't even want my dad to see this because I feel like he'll get re-mad at me. I was in so much trouble. It's the only time I've been grounded. I think
it's actually okay to be 13. What was your anthem on MySpace? Because I know you could do like music, right?
Yeah, it was probably something really dark. Like it was probably like "Welcome to the Black Parade" by My Chemical. Was that My Chemical Romance?
MCR, baby.
Yeah.
Teenagers.
Yeah.
The na 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 na. Na 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 na. All right. Okay, here's what I got for you. Because I don't want to go too over time. So here's a photo. Lovely photo of Anna. See this? It kind of looks like Lord in the photo. A little bit. Now, if we are going to go into the Roaring Twenties, I made a facsimile of what you would look like potentially in the era. Are you ready for the next 10 years of your life here? Are you ready?
Yes.
All right.
Wow.
Here's what we got.
Wow.
I sold all my information to a very not very highly downloaded app on the App Store, just for this.
That is something.
And then here's
that's like
the Facebook repost.
Oh, the like saturated version.
The saturated nightcore version of it.
I think I'm into this.
I
think this is something I could lean into. A look I could go for.
Yeah, I think the wave is the
EP3,
wave.
EP3. This could be like that vibe.
Go into like, Poppy's new album, new metal.
Yes.
A new metal direction.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned getting high in many, many songs. Funny, if you're going,
I'll go.
Thank you. Too high and want something.
Say something.
Want something.
Say something.
Say something, right. So, like, why so anti-marijuana, dude? Like, what's up?
I never really smoked pot in high school or like obviously not middle school. I wasn't really like a partier, but then when I went to Boulder, that was the year it was legal in Colorado. So I think I smoked a lot of weed and I don't know, I kind of like it. It's relaxing, I guess.
What is your go-to activity when you're high?
Watching TV, chilling, going out with my friends, I don't know. Probably watching TV. Probably watching Rick and Morty is my favorite show. That's
like the quintessential one. Rick and Morty, Adult Swim.
Well, I didn't watch Rick and Morty for a while, and then my bass player was like talking about it, and I was like, I think I need to watch this. So then I went home and watched like all of it in the span of a couple days, and like my head wasn't screwed on for a couple days after that. I was like, I am dreaming in Rick and Morty language.
That's terrifying.
Terrifying.
That's like sleep paralysis demon. That's terrifying, Anna. Are you okay?
Rick is like my sleep demon, like drooling over me.
With that said, thank you very much, Anna, for
Thank
taking the
you.
time to interview.
Thank you for having me.